So hello guys, so in this video I'm going to explain you about why string is immutable or final in Java. So immutable means unchangeable. So once the string object is created, it contains state cannot be modified, but we can only change the reference to the object. Here any string, so we cannot change it because it is stored in a string pool. So that's why for declaring any username, password, or any base URL or any URL, basically you are using string because once it is declared, we cannot change at runtime. So now this we will see in the code. Okay. So first I will create a string object s1 equals to new string, and we will write here hello world. Now we will create second one s2 equals to new hello world. Okay, so this is the two way to declare a string. So I will tell you how this works. JVM came across this. So because this new keyword, this hello world object gets stored in a heap memory, and this s1 gets stored in a stack memory, and because of this literal, by compile time this literal stored in a string constant pool. I will explain you in this code. So this s1, so this is a s1. Now this s1 gets stored inside stack. Now this hello world hello world gets stored inside heap memory. Okay, I told you that because of this literal, at compile time this hello world gets stored inside string constant pool, but string in a string, while saving this literal at backend, it calls the intern method. By default, when we declare is by default it will call the intern method. So this intern method will search if it is hello world is present in string constant pool. If it is present, then it will return the same. This, if it is not present, then it will create a new one. So in this case the hello world is not present. So here the new hello world will be stored inside this constant. Okay, now this will point to this. Now this gets stored inside string constant. In future anyone can use this, then it will, instead of creating a new one, it will return this same hello world, for example. So here we are using this hello world. So this hello world, so this s1 gets stored inside this stack memory like s2. Okay, now because of this literal, we already know that this string literals are stored inside string constant, not in a heap memory. Okay, so now this hello world gets stored inside string constant pool. So I told you that because of this is a literal, so literal at backend it will call the intern method, and it will see if the string is present inside string pool. So already it is present. So instead of creating a new object inside the string pool, it will refer this to this hello world. Okay, so now I will create string s3 equals to hello. Now in this case this s3 gets stored inside s stack memory. Now because of this literal, it will store inside the string constant pool over here. First it will see if the hello string is present inside string constant full. If it is present, then it will return store, but if it is not present, it will create a new one. So in this case it is not present, so it will create the new hello, and this point to this. Okay, so now again, so now third one, so we declare a string s3 equals to new string. Okay, now we will return the same, that is hello. Okay, so in this case what happened, because of this new keyword, this hello object gets stored inside heap memory. Okay, so this ES4 gets stored inside stack, and this hello gets stored inside heap. Why? Because of new keyword. Okay, now this is a literal, so at compile time it will stored in a string constant pool. But before saving in a string constant pool, it will see if hello world is present. So here hello world is present, so it will not create new one. So this is the memory management. Okay, so this point, so this will refers to this. So basically this is a caching this memory. So it is a memory efficient. String constant pool is basically a memory efficient. So now we will see how string is immutable. So that's why I will this s3 I will modify this s3 dot concat. I will write here world, WORLD, world. Okay, so we are s3 we are modifying this string at runtime, so we have to print this. So s3, so we s3 we are modifying this string at runtime. So basically this should be like hello world. Okay, it should be print like this hello world, but here's the result. It will print the hello because this is a final. Once we declare this hello word, it will stored inside this string constant pool, so it will not going to change till the JVM is on. This hello word will not get erased. Its reference can be changed, but it will not deleted from the string constant pool. So that's why we are just trying to concate it, edit it at runtime, and but it is not, this thing is not working because string is immutable, we cannot change. Okay, so now basically when we try to store this in this s3, now in this case what happened, this s3 get points to this hello world. So here is what happened. So this is a literal, so at runtime it literal gets stored inside this string pool because this is a literal. So word w gets stored inside the heap memory in string constant pool. So this is a literal, so it gets stored inside the string constant pool. But now we are modifying this s3 at runtime. So this inside this concat, so concat method, so at the end it return the new string. Okay, already we know that whenever there is a new string is present, then this memory stored inside heap. So this object will stored inside heap. Whenever you are using a concat, So this will return the new object of string. So now, so this hello world will get stored inside the heap memory. Inside the heap memory. Now this S3 get refer, instead of pointing this S3 will now point to this hello world. I have seen many videos on YouTube. So a lot of YouTubers have taught that this hello world gets stored inside the string constant pool. But why? Because already string hello world is present, so it should return this, correct? So I will demonstrate this. So this is a S2. This is S2 referring to the hello world, correct? So here S3 there is a hello, and now when you are concatenating this, so S3 creates to like hello world. So now basically this S3 is like this is hello world, correct? Now this is a hello world. Now according to the YouTubers, what they are saying, if it is get inside the if this gets stored inside the string constant pool, then this location and this location should remain same. Okay, so that's why we are returning like S3 equals to S2. So according to them, this will return true, but this is returning false. Okay, because because of using this concat, this return the new string, it will store inside heap memory, not in a string constant pool. Only hello and this world individually they are stored inside the string constant. But when we use explicitly intern method, now in this case what happen, this intern method will go in a string constant pool. Like here he will search if there is a hello word is present, then this S3 will going to refer this hello world. So now here is a false. Now we are using this intern method, so when I run it, it is giving me true. So when I use this intern method, then it will search it is because it is a hello, and by concatenating this word it creates the word hello world. Now hello world is already present inside string constant pool. Okay, so that's why this will not point to this will S3 will going to point to this hello world again. Okay, that's why this returning true. And S2 and S3 are pointing to the same location, hello world. So that's why this returning true. Now you will ask, why does concat create a string on a heap? Okay, so this is a theory, so I will explain this. The concat method creates a new string by combining the hello and the world. This operation does not modify the original S3 since the string is immutable. It produces a new string object in a heap, not change the string pool. So basically this will return the new string object, it is saying. So why new string is not added in a pool automatically? So string pool is reserved for a string literal. I will repeat, string pool is reserved for string literals. and string explicitly added via intern method. Okay, so he's saying that string literal explicitly calling this intern method. So string creates an runtime like concat. So concat is modifying the string at runtime, so are not automatically intern to save and avoid the unnecessary overhead. Okay, that's the result. So s3 is now referred to the new string object in a heap. So he's saying that if you're not using this, it will return false. Now he's saying that, so this will s3 refer to this hello world, so that's why this is referring false. So why does pool keeps the word? Why does the pool keep the word? Now you will ask question that if this gets stored inside a string constant pool, then who is referring to this string constant? Who is referring to this string? Okay, so it will stored inside there. So it's a literal. So literals are loaded in a pool at compile time and are the part of the class metadata. So potentially reuse. So JVM optimize the memory by allowing the future part of the code to reuse the word if needed. So till the JVM is active, this word will not go anywhere. He is saying that in future anyone can use this, instead of creating new one, it will refer this word. So that's why JVM is not removing the unused string inside his string constant pool. So it will stay in the string constant pool till the class is loaded by the JVM. Okay, so why string is immutable? So here is some examples, like because of memory efficiency. So Java uses string pool to save the memory. When the new string is created, Java check if the identical string is already exists in a pool. If it is exist, it uses the reference to the existing object. So he's saying if it is exist, it uses the reference to the existing object. So like here, so these are the two objects, okay, s1 and s3. So these pointing to the same memory location. Okay, so this is like saving the memory. So if string were immutable, then modifying one string would affect all the reference pointing to it. He's basically saying that suppose there are multiple threads are running this. Okay, suppose this s2 is pointing to this hello world. Okay, and this s3 is also pointing to this hello world. Suppose if one thread change this s3, okay, then by default this s2 values also get changed. So that's why it is immutable. So this is a bad practice, because one thread is changing this s3 and automatically this will change and this s2 will also get changed. So that's why it is a thread safe and immutable. For security reason, strings are often used to critical area like file path, network connection, data credentials, because they are immutable. So if strings are immutable, someone could modify their content. Example, file path, that secured path, could be changed, that miscellaneous path. Immutability ensures the safety and the thread safety, like since the strings are immutable, they can be safely shared across the multiple thread without synchronization. If one thread uses hello and another thread uses hello, there is no risk of one thread changing the content of string. So basically saying that, so here, so s3 and s2 are pointing to the same memory location. S1 pointing to the hello world and s3 pointing to the hello world. Okay, now suppose Java is allowing to change concat the string. Suppose you can write here hello by ram. Okay, now in this case here what happened, so this will change to by ram. Okay, so now this s3 change, the one thread changed the s3 to hello world by ram. Now this s2 will also change because this s2 is also pointing to the same memory location. So this create a discrepancy because s2 don't want to change this value but s3 is changing. So that's why strings are immutable, we can't change it. So that's why it is a thread safe. So yeah, so thank you guys.